Hope Loom is recording my video. Yes, it is. Hi, Professor. This is Margi here. As you can already see, my voice it's been messed up. COVID happened. I tried to take medication and improve my voice so I don't exaggerate my voice and annoy you by hearing my presentation. Um, I'm extremely sorry for submitting this presentation on last minute, but this is my 91 attempt um, for recording the video. Every time I try to speak one line, I start coughing. As you can see, I'm like out of breath every second I speak. Um, Here we go. So as you already know that I chose to make a presentation on the company that I work with, which is Dash Technologies Inc. Here you here you go. It started already. So I just wanted to speak a little bit about my imagination initially, what I thought of, and where I initially started of thinking when this class started. So I would like to take you to my proposal, which I drafted. I don't know if you had a chance to see this, um, the 3D view, but my vision for the project was to build an application which would benefit the company because our company resided outside of United States as well. We have so many offices in India. Some of our clients require to outsource the work to reduce the cost. I'm so sorry. Reduce the cost of the work. So it kind of so hard to keep track of employees in and out, which project that they're working on. So it's so hard. It's so hard that to keep track of. And Dash Technologies deals with so many subcontractors, contractors, and full-time employees. So it's like so many things is happening at the one time. So it's extremely hard for the HR people to manage their payrolls, parties, time in and out, days off. So I thought of coming up with something application that they would just scan the badge at the gate when they come in, and then everything start from there. They have the portal, HR portal. Of course, we are not reinventing the wheel; it's already been existed. However, um, our company did not initiate it till yet, so I thought of doing it as I already had a chance to do it. So here I am. That was my initially thought, and then here at end of the semester that I spent working on my imagination for this 2 months, preparing what I imagined on day one. So I would like to give you a tour of the application that I built. This is just a screenshot that I submitted already in the documentation. So as I already have Windows open as so this is what the login screen looks like. As you already see, we have a login username, and then it has like a little star, which is like must need before you log in as a sign in. This is a new technology, passwordless authentication. I was just doing a research and thought of that it's kind of cool to integrate it into the system, but it's still in the process. However, I had a success doing the forgot password integration into the system. So that kind of gives us more security wise. If anyone forget their password, it's so easy to retrieve, even for the admin. So just in case if you so just in case if you forget the password, what it does is just takes you to the another page where it asks you to enter your email address, and then it just sends you the link in your email address with the instruction, so that it just makes so easy for you to change the password. So here I am logging in into the system. As you can see, I just have kept everything so minimalistic and so clean, so it looks more modern and user friendly application, so people don't get confused. I just didn't want it to make like extremely confusing application that no one can operate. I wanted to make sure that anyone with the just this tutorial right here, anyone can operate without even training. Let's talk about general contractors. So as you can see, I already have two sites. As I already told you that Dash Technologies deals with the multiple branches all across the world, and has 1,000 projects running at the different locations. And all this data is fake data, so it's just for the testing um, purpose, how things works. So I'm just gonna show you live how to add a project. So when you go ahead and hit on the add project, it just populate this one, and then it just asks you a bunch of information, that site owner, project name, and stuff like that. So here I'm just gonna do Margi as a site owner. Project name, I'll keep it as a only. Total project hours, I'm just gonna say 20. Project started, I'm just gonna say less today's date, which is 25th. And then project end date, I'm gonna make it on 26th. You can also add project description, but it's optional. And you don't have, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't have a red star mark right here, so it's totally up to you. If you would like to add it, you can add it. If you don't want to add it, it's totally optional. And then it just, when you hit next, it just asks you more detail where it's located. So I'm just gonna say my home address, and then you can just say it's the same as, so it's gonna autofill. As you can see, it autofilled when I clicked on project. when I when I when I clicked on the project mailing, and as you can see, like when I clicked, it just allowed me automatically to, so it also has integrated Google automatic text message, whatever the history that you have been saved, it just autofills it for you, and then you can just hit submit. If you want to preview it and make any changes, you can. As you can see, we only had a two project to start with when I logged in, and we just added Omni and all the details. It's, as you can see, it also create project unique ID, which later on identifies the project. And right here at the action, just in case if you made any mistake, or let's say you said that the project would end on 26th, but it got extended, you can just go back to the action and then edit it, and then update the any feature that you would, I wouldn't say feature, but any tab that you would like to update, it would allow you to update it. So that's, so you can just update it. So I would like to introduce you to the search bar. So I just search Omni. As you can see, you will not be able to see other two project, as it only recognize Omni. So it has a capacity. Let's say if you have more than 1,000 or 2,000 or even 50 project going on, it's so hard to handle and manage the page. So this way, it just makes so easier. This is the main reason that we implemented a search bar. Let me take you to the landing page. So as you see, I have added subcontractors as well. So when you click on subcontractors, at the moment there is no data found. As you can see, if you have more than, like, if you have a more than one or two, you can easily import it from Excel. I haven't attached any here, but you can easily go here. If you have it just single, you can just add a subcontractor and then company name, doing business, and all this detail. As you can see, it will not let you have the required field go empty without empty. If you don't have anything in that field, it will not let you to move on to the next screen. So that's the beauty of it. Let me go back. So this is the feature. As you can see, it will ask you for address, key resources, and some subcontractor information. So a lot of information will need it. And if you would like to, let's say, any of the if contract are ended, you can just hit inactive here, and then it would just inactive the subcontractor. Employees, let's say if you have a let's say if you have a double named with the same, let's say you, as you can see my name right here, I typed it twice with the different numbers, it just inactivated because it already recognized that Margi already exists in the system, so it already detected and then inactivate uh, the employee. And in this one as well, you can add, like I showed you, how you can add the subcontractor. Uh, this is just the same thing. It's extremely easy. You can just click on here, add employees, and then you can just, let's say, John Smith, email address, John. I wouldn't use that. I'm just gonna type random email ID, gmail.com, and then phone number 614-589-5573, or I would be like 1111. I'm just feeding all the dummy data at the moment. And then project, as you can see in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning, like, we only had a two project, and then we added one only. We added one only, so you will only be able to see whatever the project that you have in the main, and it will only allow you to select from those. So You also have like position, project manager, senior project executive, all this project like it also has, just a second. I'm so sorry. Uh, so as you can see, this project already has defined roles, and it's just a predefined, and it's just a basic in all IT sector. Um, PM needed, senior project executive, and all of that. So I'll just say project manager and then hit submit. And as you can see, it already populated. However, it's not activated. Uh, as we already feeded all the dummy data. Back to the page. So as you already know that if you have so many branches, you have so many visitors. It's just a basic fundamental of all the offices. You have a new hires coming in, or people coming to interview. Some contractors that coming from outside. So we also have the same thing, same formalities for them. You can add a visitor just the same way that we already added subcontractors, employees, and all that. And then it would just, and also has a search bar. So everything what happens at this screen, it's saved automatically in database. Everything that you see here is connected. So as you can see, this, so we have used Azure Cloud where we are storing all the data. We have also allowed to view, download the report at at the moment. This functionality is in progress as all the data that I have kept is dummy data, so there is nothing to populate, but it's still in a progress, and everyone will be able to utilize this and make their life easier. Again, we have also provided tutorials that everyone can visit and then make them self this application friendly. Last but not least, you can just log out from here and then do the same thing all over back again. So that was the application, the end product, I would say. So let's talk about the database. I already mentioned that some of it. So I was thinking of using SQL Server 2016, but after doing the research during when I was doing this project, I thought of PostgreSQL would be more ideal as it provides same functionality, even better functionality than SQL Server's 2016, as PostgreSQL is open source, which makes it so easier. So that's the database. So as you can see, this is the database ER diagram, which I already have submitted, but I just wanted to like show you in this presentation. This is just a model which so this diagram, it just shows that how everything, each screens and each functionalities, I'm sorry, each tables are integrated together. So I just wanted to show you that it shows how users, roles, and other tables are connected to each other. It's barely to, yeah, it's barely, I'm sorry, it's barely to see this, but when you zoom out, it's much easier. And I already have a submitted in a I learn the Blackboard, so you should be able to have a glance of it. So this is my database screenshot from submission, which I already submitted. So I just wanted to attach here and then show you. I already showed you the running application. So for the hardware, data logic scanner. So as I talked about in the initial stage that wanting to implement, and we did implement that at door, at the security door. People just scan their badge and then they get in, and all the data gets recorded in one sheet in the application, and then it just makes HR life easier. So this application for the hardware, Windows computers are must with a 4 GB RAM, and if you don't, of course, if you have a Windows Server 2018, must have 16 gig RAM and 100 GB hard drive to store everything. So this class has been not normal, I would say, throughout this 4 year of journey, being an undergrad student. I never came across with a class that I was extremely independent and not connected at all. I wouldn't say connected, but not engaged on the daily basis, like a weekly basis, doing assignments. Um, but I kind of enjoy the way that you record all the videos. I wouldn't say video, but like it was voice and slideshow. It just gave me clear vision, and then it just helped me like see myself what exactly you were looking for in order to make me successful in this class. So I really appreciate that. That was the great experience listening to all your recordings. Uh, Challenges. There was so many. But the most significant was the timeline. What I thought that I could do within the time given, which was 2 months. So I thought when I started imagining the project that I want to achieve, I thought that I can achieve it within 2 months. But when I started actually doing, I started facing the hardware issues. Uh, the badge scanners, it wouldn't work. Sometime it would just print the wrong barcode. I had to change few brands scanners in order to make it work. So that was extremely frustrating. And then my health, I just got tasted positive in like end of the semester. So that was extremely heartbreaking. But I somehow, of course, of course, uh, I'm doing classics from home, so it just makes it easier for me. But I really appreciate you taking the time recording all the PowerPoint slide, making sure we understood everything correctly. Truly appreciate it. I really enjoyed this class, and I don't think so I'll be able to get what this class has taught me as being individual, as always been a team player. Thank you so much, and hope you enjoy my presentation. Thank you.